Dobro večer, selektor. Čestitke.
Good evening, Coach, and congratulations. This is a Slovenian national holiday, and now we are in the elimination phase. What does this mean to you? Have you seen the fans, the concerts? And I'll dare to say, see you in the next days. Yes, I have lost a wager. I will be hosting this lunch as promised. On a more serious note, I didn't quite expect to be the one going into the elimination phase. We are placed third because of yellow cards, but we have shown with our play that we deserve to be here and that we deserve to go into the elimination phase. We have played one of the favorites of this tournament. We were under pressure in the game, but a small Slovenian national team was expected to suffer against a high-quality team like England. Thank you to all the fans, and maybe there was a bit of luck involved that we had our fans at our back, but we were experiencing quite the pressure from the English team. Yesterday I asked whether football would give back to this generation, but today I would like to ask something else. There was a smirk on your face when you came from the bus with the headphones. What were you thinking? No, I will not tell you what I was thinking and what I was listening to. This would go against my nature. This is simply no. Through the whole day I have felt positive energy. I have felt mental fortitude from my players. We analyzed our opponents. We prepared the strategy. And I thought it was quite important how we start the game to show the opponents that we will not let them have the initiative as they did in the first two games, and I think we managed that well. In the second half time we felt a bit more pressure. We were set up a bit too far back, and I think we were quite good when we cleared from the goal, but when we became passive we had problems. I think there was the 90th minute where the English team had a great opportunity where they came through the center, but Jan hasn't had that much work. Today we played a very strong national team, and I emphasize again the mental fortitude of this young team for the first time at such a big tournament, who went through the groups of the League of Nations, but I think they have shown their true colors. You do have to understand that English players play every 3 or 4 days. However, many of our players don't play that high-stakes games in such a short time frame. When we had the draw, I told you that Slovenia is going to play a part. I'm very proud of this team. Jako Kozmel for Sport Club. Thank you very much, Coach. I think about 2 million people would like to tell you this in person. Our colleague, Mr. Cerin, said that a few years ago in Belgrade we buried Slovenian football. I am sorry that we did not believe in this. You did. I would like to see your view from where we came from to the elimination phase of our national team. How did our national team grow? Thank you very much for your honesty. You did not bury me. You buried some players who were just breaking through to the big stage. Sometimes we are too hasty, but we have to be aware that we cannot have new big players every 2 years in Slovenia. Our pool of players is just too small. The people most deserving of praise are those above me. They have set me up to be the national team coach. When those players will have 70 or 80 games played at the highest of levels, this will be a force to be reckoned with. This is not the best time for us. Many players had problems in their clubs with their physical condition, and this is what makes us suffer in certain parts of the game. I do accept my responsibility and my privilege to be praised when I deserve it and criticize me when I deserve it. This is a way of life. I accepted it, the people closest to me accepted it, and I think we will be happy for the Slovenian national team. For such a small country with huge players, I have forgotten to congratulate our volleyball players. Really, hat off.
Sie haben ja relativ viele Erfolge in unterschiedlichen Sportarten. Trotzdem, Fußball ist wahrscheinlich sehr populär.
You have successes in different sport disciplines, but nonetheless, football is very popular. What does this success mean for your country in general? Well, you saw the energy that all the players got from our supporters at the first match, 12 to 15,000 spectators. Today, over 20,000. Concert with a famous band, Siddhartha, 15,000 people. We're such a small country, but we have such a big heart with such a mental strength. That's why I'm very proud of my team. And I think this is only the beginning for a new and beautiful era for the Slovenian football.
Marko Kovačević for Večer. Congratulations. You said you were worried in the 90th minute, but in the situations where you should be concerned, there were none. How did you see this Slovenian defensive wall and the creative game, especially in the first half, where we have a few fantastic passes and crosses, which unfortunately were stopped by the defense? I do not agree completely. We have suffered in the second half. They were dominant, they sped up their game, were crossing over, and we had to be quite agile. We had 2 or 3 situations that were dangerous for us. But if we don't suffer against England, then something is very, very wrong. Congratulations to England for the first place. I know people will know how good the team are, but I would like to congratulate our team as well. In some moments we have seen where our players take on challenge. I don't think it's relevant to speak only of Oblak, only of Biol, because there were 8-9 players active for the game. In the second half, I was missing a bit more physical conditioning to have some counter-pressing. We have lost a few balls way too soon, and in the 90th minute we had this really dangerous situation. This was a kiss of fate. and we were lucky. The luck we lacked against Serbia, we had today, and I think we were a bit better than against Serbia in the last minutes. You said a few yellow cards because of Denmark. So we don't play Germany and Dortmund. Now we're getting another team. Well, I don't really care about our opponent. With the force that the German team has shown, we see how good they are. The first selection is done. If we had the opportunity to choose our opponents, that would not be right. You see that football in Slovenia is not doing that well. Now let us enjoy the few days at the European Championships, but tomorrow we have to start thinking about the next match. Let's be happy today, but tomorrow we'll be training on the pitch and preparing for our opponent when they will be known. We are staying in Germany and we have proven that we deserve to be here. We have had a very difficult group here at the European Championship. We really had top quality team. Was there any visit in your locker rooms? Well, this stays with us, but I am quite happy. It is obvious that people are rooting for their own country, but I think congratulations and criticism are welcomed. I think this is an honest, open way which I respect. Hiding is not my style. Good evening, Jože Korej for Dnevnik. You've had many success in your career. Where does this one rank? Yes, I'm kind of scared of this question. Now I have to choose between my children. I was a coach of Maribor, of the Slovenian national team in Africa, then in Rijeka. All of them gave me a lot of energy, a lot of knowledge and experience to navigate through life. I've learned a lot through the losses as well. So please allow me to be especially proud today of this team, which is something special. Not saying that it's better than the last generation or the World Cup generation, but they give me optimism for Slovenian football. Just think about it, 50, 20 and 12,000 fans. In the meantime, there's volleyball and basketball in Slovenia, and Jaka Kozmel for Sport Club Slovenia. Congratulations, Adam. I have the same question as for the head coach. We have buried the Slovenian national team after Belgrade. You played pretty much every minute from that game until now. I would like to hear your view on this generation, on this national team. It's true, if I remember 2 years ago, we played against Serbia, where we lost 4-1 against Serbia and Belgrade. This was a turning point, and after that we have only grown as a team. I think this is a process that is to be expected, and through this we build up a generation, and I think this generation has achieved something incredible. We have amazing energy, we have achieved something no generation has achieved before, and we are showing this from match to match that we are a good opponent for every national team, even for England. I think we have only shown this another time, and I think we have been rewarded for our work through the past years so that we have reached the elimination phase at the European Championships. Marko Kovacevic for Večer. Congratulations, Adam. Please explain how were the duels, the fights with the English superstars in the midfield and the rest of the pitch. Sometimes we had the feeling that you were not going to let them penetrate our defense. Yes, this was part of the game plan. We have analyzed their gameplay in detail, have seen where they are dangerous, and we have stuck to the plan through the whole game. We have made it impossible for them to have great chances, and I think with the exceptions of a few situations, they were not that dangerous, and that is what our game plan was. But to really limit such a superstar team to the play we have limited them, really it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of suffering, but this is normal for us. We work and labor for each other, and we run extra for each other, and I think we have played an amazing game. To play England with such superstars and to limit them in this way, I think you have to play exceptionally, especially in defense. Adam, I think this will be a difficult question to answer, but what kind of day will be tomorrow? You will not be waiting for the games to finish. You will probably have a much better day after this result. Yes, even before the match we had everything in our hands. We wanted to be in this situation. We believed in ourselves, even though we had England facing us. Since we arrived in Germany, we have told everybody that this team can do it. They are capable. We went into this game with self-confidence. We believed in a positive result that was bringing us into the elimination phase, no matter the other results. This proves once more that we are a great national team and that we have created a good team that is difficult to play for everybody else.
Thank you.